Hello out there in O-Gauge land. It is Gary of O-Gauge Trains. I want to do a quick video on converting an MTH car to Kadee. It's not too hard. It's not the easiest. It's not the worst. I do them pretty quick. Thing is, there are so many different ways on how to do this that you may have a different method. Other people have different methods. I'm kind of a hack and slash guy when it comes to getting these trucks ready to not interfere with a Kadee coupler. But I'm gonna do this car hopefully in front of you. Unfortunately, my cameraman slash editor is in the Army and he's getting deployed to Europe soon, so it'll be a while before he's back here helping me out. So bear with me as I do this. I wanted to go through this real quick and we'll do that, and I'll show you the results after we're done. As you can see, this is an MTH car, which I'm sure I've already mentioned. Military ambulance truck. I got a 5-car package out of these, and these are Korean vintage. I would have preferred World War II vintage flat cars. They really don't match up with my World War II rolling stock, but MTH hasn't made those since way back when. But whether it's their Sherman tanks or their Jeeps or their howitzers or the ambulance trucks, these models are incredible. Kudos to MTH, wherever they got these, did an incredible job. So let's put these away. And for this conversion, we're going to be using Kadee 743s with the short box. The reason why I'm using these is I have to hack away at the MTH trucks less. They still allow fairly good movement for any curves 043 and above. If you're going to do Kadee conversions, don't expect your rolling stock to ever be able to go tighter than 043. Even at 043, I'm going super slow, and those are all yard tracks anyways. My main lines are 073 and 080, so no problem there. But I do love Kadees. You don't have to worry about the lobster claws letting go at halfway down the train and leaving half the train around and you not noticing, and then the train comes around the loop and crash. That is gone. So I do love running these with Kadees. So let me disassemble this. I'm not going to bore you with that. 4 screws under each truck. I'll get this apart and we'll do the conversion from there. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, let's see here. We have, let's make sure I'm actually recording. Yep, I am. Okay. Chassis separated from the flat car. So, only thing left is to remove the trucks. Don't mind the furnace. It is 14 degrees outside and it's going to be running a lot. Okay, standard MTH freight truck. What I do is it's not pretty. You're never going to be able to go back to lobster claws. So get that out of your mind. These are sprung trucks, excuse me. So on the pivot point here, there's 1 screw. Remove screw. Take pliers. Here's your coupling for the uncoupling magnet. This is where the fun begins. Don't be bashful doing this. tear them out, throw away. Okay, with that screw removed, coupler in the trash. Now, this lip will interfere even with the short box of the 743s. If I was going to use 805s, I would probably take out this whole section. But with the 743s, all I got to do is take my vice grips, grab on, break off. There you go. Throw the piece away. Do that to the second one. Remove screw. Whoops. Throw screw away. Pliers. Manhandle. Throw out. Throw out. Spring pops out. Throw out. Take this. Break off. There you go. Now, set the trucks aside. Let's put this upside down. As you can see, MTH, Atlas O, Weaver, and now Lionel come Kadee ready. We got 2 holes here on each side. I'm going to need to shim these. What I'm going to use to shim those is Micro Marks spacers. I'm using these because these are the ones I have left over. There are several other companies. Just do a search on Google. It's O-gauge, Kadee spacers, and 3 or 4 companies that will make these will pop up. They come in different thicknesses, different sizes, what have you. These are 0.25. I know by experience that I will need 4 for each side. Back. Take my 743s. Take my couplers out. I will need 2 boxes, 2 box covers, and 2 springs. Just love how the cat hair gets everywhere. All right, put that over there. Take your Kadees. There's the fun part, trying to get that spring in without it not going all over the place. Unlike the 805s, the springs go towards the front, not towards the back. Put it there. If I can find my flathead screwdriver, just get it in there. Take the cover, put the cover on, and you can see it bounces just nice. Now, what I've used to install these is from Micro Fasteners. I use the M2 2mm by 12mm screws for these. It's just good to order a whole bunch of different size screws. I have 8mm, 10mm, and 12mm long screws, depending on the install. Not every car uses the same amount of shims. So take one, put it through, then I will take my 4, oops, come on, get it. Holding it together with my thumb so it doesn't fall apart. Make sure everything's together. And now I will start it off, making sure nothing goes flying when I screw this down. sure everything's nice and straight. Take the second. Screw that down. Don't need to be super tight, just so it's snug. And there you go. Do that other side. Take my spring, get my spring in. Take my flathead screwdriver, get it down in there. Take the top, make sure it's the right way. Make sure everything springs back. Take one screw, put it in, while holding everything together. Get your shims. 1, 2, 3, 4. While holding everything together, let's start this sucker. Get her down, start the second screw. A lot of people out there even 3D print their own shims, which is incredible if you know what you're doing and have a 3D printer. I don't have a 3D printer. That's probably something I'm going to have to get into one of these days. Make life so much easier. Okay, that's how I do it. Now you can see that I do get plenty of travel, just as not as much travel as I used to. So that's why you can no longer do tight curves. So let me put this in the center. Snug this guy down. Get the other side. Take that screw. Get that going down. And last but not least, before I assemble the car, always having a nice height gauge. My section of Atlas track here. Try them out. She is perfect. All I got to do is bend the brake hose up to the right length, put her back together, and give me a second, and I'll get this on the layout and get the view. Another car converted to Kadee's.